So, we're back on the 2nd of September, 2032. We've not even had half the season done yet, and I have been betrayed by the board. We're looking at the finances, and I'm just going to say this here now. We started the month with £26.99 million. We've made £12.8 million in sales this month already. And we're going to go over the results first to show you what's happened in European competition and in the league, because it's kind of important to discuss that first ahead of what's happened in the transfer window. But either way, results first. What's happened? So first and foremost, we took on Dynamo Kyiv in the Champions League, and in the second qualifying round, we beat them in the first leg and drew 0-0 in the second leg, so that was good. We won against Cracovia 2-1 in the first league game of the year. Supreme and Jasinski getting the goals, and Robert Kurowski getting a goal in the second league game, so we won 2 league games in a row and have avoided defeat in the first couple of games. We then took on Galatasaray in the next Champions League qualifying round, and we beat them 5-0 in the first leg. Kurowski getting a hat-trick, Marek Sawicki with the brace. And then we took on Wisla Lutz. We lost 1-0 to them. Not ideal, but what can you do? But Kurowski gets a brace to make sure we come from behind in the second leg against Galatasaray to win 2-1. Kurowski came off on the bench to get the result. We then drew 1-0 in the league, and Adrian getting the opening goal inside 9 minutes. And then we lost the next 4 games. Lille beat us twice in the Champions League playoffs, so we're out of the Champions League and we have the Europa League to come. We have 2 defeats against Czechia and Lechia in the league, and the league has not been going so well so far inside the first 6 matches. I don't often come back this early, but we won our first 2 league games. We've gone and only picked up 1 point in the last 4 matches, and we've only scored 1 goal in that time. So it's not great when we are struggling to score and we can't keep clean sheets. So right now, Kenneber has already got more goals than we have in the league, and that's not a great sign. We should be okay though, since the teams that have beaten us are above us in the league. Lechia are top, Wisla Lutz are in 4th, and Jagiellania are in 6th. So am I concerned? Probably not. Am I concerned about that result? Yes, because that team has not won a game yet, but they have drawn 5, so there's that. But the 2 teams we have beaten are also around us. Cracovia in 10th, Radomiak in 14th, so I'm not terribly concerned in that regard. I just don't want to be let down when I'm told I need to get a top half finish this year. However, I have also been betrayed by the board. And the first person we sold was Raval, and we sold him for 50 grand, 56 grand. We got good money for a player that we weren't going to use, and he was not good enough for the team. We also sold this guy, who, again, not great, and we got it for 15 grand for him, so not bad business there. We've also loaned out Christian. I'm going to say this here now. This loan deal might be terminated. We can recall him back anytime, but he might need to be called back sooner rather than later. We've loaned out Adam, and I think, quite frankly, he needs first team football. We couldn't give it to him at the time, but he also might get called back. There's a problem if finding out now. But we then sold Chihosky, and we sold him for about 50 grand because I didn't really plan on using him this year. Even though he's a fan favourite, he was getting on the older side. He was not good enough for the team anymore, and he's actually playing at the top tier for a side that has lost every single game. Again, I think I made the right call to sell him. Michel Pelesny we sent out on loan to a second tier side. He's done okay. Not amazing, but he's been okay. And really, he's done okay. And he needs first team football. We couldn't give it to him, so this was the best deal possible. He's apparently only a 3rd tier player now, which is slightly awkward. We've also sold Piotr Bohonka, and again, we couldn't give him first team football. And we just didn't think he was going to be good enough either long term. He's played for both the first and the second team for his new club, and yeah, he's not great, and it made sense to get rid of him. We also sent Philippe Klops out on loan. He's just turned 18. He needs first team football. Whether he gets the first team football with Oddo Obol, I don't know. Knowing his luck and our luck, he probably won't. So we need to recall him at some point. since we can do that. We've also sold Matthias Wisniewski. Now, we didn't think he was going to be good enough. We sold him. It made sense to do so. You're going to notice a few more things that's happening in a bit. We've also loaned out Matthias. Now, again, he needs first team football. He turns 18 in November. And Gabalia are going to give him first team football, I hope. He's only started once and been on the and coming from the bench twice. He's not had the best of starts, but I'm hoping he'll get better and better, and that his loan spell down there will be very fruitful indeed. We've also sent Ignacy out on loan. Now, he's 19. He's very inconsistent, but he's got great potential. He needs first team football. Whether Loz actually use him, I don't know. And I can't recall this guy, so he can't be recalled until 18 days are done, so we could recall him, just not yet. And we've also sent out on loan Parocchi. Now, I don't know whether this guy will get the first team football he needs. He seems like he is so far, but he needs the first team football to get better and better. I don't think he'll be a good enough player for the first team, but he's out on loan either way, and as far as I'm concerned, that's great. Now you're going to see my problem. We're talking about players we've sold. We've sold Marek Sarici for 11.75 million because my board accepted the offer behind my back. I did not want to sell this guy, and the worst part is he's on loan, but this is the big but here. I cannot use him. I cannot use Sarici at all, and at the first chance I get, that is being terminated. We will terminate this loan in January. I can't get rid of the deal. The player is on a phone loan and the deal cannot be cancelled outside of the transfer window. I cannot use him. It's part of the challenge that I have to use players that come from my youth system, and I cannot buy players or loan players for that matter. A loan is still breaking the rule. I had no say in this matter, and they loaned him back to me after signing him for £11.75 million. It's a great deal. The problem is, I didn't want to do this deal. So, he's in our first team Media Dream 11 still. I cannot use him though. So, for the next 4 months, he's going to be rotting away in my reserves, despite the fact I want nothing to do with him. And despite the fact I want to send him back to Dortmund. And Dortmund have not just signed this player. They've also signed Kepa Jehesky. You're seeing this in the 18th. I'm recording this in the 11th. I'm going to need to take up some time away because I've also lost Jehesky and I am livid. Dortmund have also signed this player, and the board also accepted this offer of 8.25 million. Yeah, I didn't sell this player. My board did. They have sold 2 of my players for a combined fee of almost £20 million, and I had no say in the matter. So, I have been betrayed by my board. It is actually exactly 20 million they sold him for. 2 of my best players signed by Dortmund for 20 million. They sent one back on loan who I cannot use, and I will not use him. So, Dortmund, not a fan right now. Not a fan right now. So, they haven't been this good. They haven't even been that good in the save. They've only finished second at best. Still, they finished 5th last year. And, yeah, one of their former players is the manager. Can you blame me for being a little bit peeved about this? I don't think you can, right? I don't think you can. I've lost 2 of my best players in a space of 1 day. This is the 1st of September at 15:26. On 17:07, this still gets made. It's the same day, literally the same day. And within an hour and a half, 2 of my best players have gone. And my team has been decimated. Gutted by Dortmund. And I am very close to pressing this button to resign. I am very, very close to doing that. But I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. What would you do in this situation where you can't sign anyone and your board just go out of their way to sell your best 2 players? What would you do? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this because I might start a new save in the meantime, while I'm waiting for your opinions on this, would you resign in protest in this situation? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this, because that's why I'm going to end this video here. It's one of the more infuriating situations I've ever been in, and I think you can understand why I'm a little peeved. How would you cope with this? What would you do next? I want to hear your thoughts and see your opinions down in the comments below. But either way, I hope you guys will like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. I want to hear what you think about the situation, and if you would have just resigned at this point in time. But either way, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.